Hello everyone, my name is Joshua Riley, but you can just call me Josh. And oh boy, it's been some time since I've done a video, but I was bored, so here I am doing this one. Today, I'm doing another fanfiction reading, because that's about the only thing I can think of right now. But yeah, we're doing Loud House today. Because it's been a while since I've seen anything Loud House related on YouTube, so here I am doing it. I've got to be honest, I kind of did fall out of the fandom. I guess I don't know if that's the right saying, but I kind of fell out the Loud House fandom mainly because there was nothing in the way of content for it. But I do think they have a season 7 out now, which I'm looking forward to watching. But yeah, main point is I didn't really see much in the way of good news for the for the Loud House, so I kind of fell off it for a bit. And lo and behold, Encanto came along and kind of stole my attention for the longest time. But now I'm like, yeah, I think it's time to take a break from Encanto, and here I am back in my Loud House craze. Hooray! Now, back when I practically fell in love with the Loud House, obviously I went on a fanfiction craze looking for things that people have come up with, and a lot of those fanfictions are fanfictions based around the episode called No Such Luck, which I came to realize that that episode is wildly hated by the fandom. And I honestly had no idea. And don't get me wrong, I thought the episode was stupid. I really did. But I had no idea it had this amount of hate. So yeah, I thought only a handful of people were using this plot line in their fan fictions, but no, oh boy, was I wrong. A lot of people do it. But luckily, I'm not about to bore you with those kind of fan fictions. But this one is actually quite different and actually kind of funny. It actually made me laugh at one point, and it's not very often I get a laugh out of reading. But yeah, this is a story called Lincoln the Simp. Yep, we're in for a wild ride here, ladies and gentlemen. This is a story by a user called Mastercaster on fanfiction.net, and this is actually going to be easier because I actually have the fanfiction.net app. And quick shameless plug, as all the other YouTubers here say, I do have an account and I am working on my own Loud House fanfiction if you're interested. Because the last time I did a fanfiction reading, I also read it off my phone, but it was through a website called Archive Your Own, and I was reading an Encanto fanfiction off of that, which I still need to make the second part, by the way. I don't know when that's coming out. Maybe you'll be interested in it, maybe you won't, but hey, just, it's there. I don't want to finish it because of the context, but hey, I'll do it when I have the time. I don't want to take up too much time in this video, so we're just gonna get straight into it right now. I have the app open right here, and I'm on the fanfiction, and yep, we're ready to go. But this time I will be providing some screenshots of the pages, so you actually know what I'm reading and what I'm actually saying. So, without further delay, let's get into it. Lincoln the Simp by Mastercaster. Lincoln Loud sat in front of the family computer, eagerly cupping his hands at what might be his greatest victory ever. You see, months ago, he came across this gamer girl on Switch and immediately fell in love at first sight. He admired her long hair that was dyed bright pink with an unhealthy amount of glitter seemingly poured all on it. He adored her pasty skin, which resembled, whatever the hell those Twilight movies thought vampires looked like. Oh, Lord Almighty. He ordered her wardrobe, which just looked like those plastic bags you get from the grocery stores, but painted pink. Oh, here we go. Here we go with the name. Her online name is Kitten Meow Gamer 420. You had to go with the most basic name that I've ever heard in my life for a gamer girl. But to Lincoln, she was soon to be Mrs. Loud. Okay, slow your roll there, Lincoln, slow it. You don't even know how old this girl is. Day and night he dreamed about holding her hand as they ran along a beach. Though either out of jealousy or ignorance, or possibly both, people chose to insult her online, such as calling her brainless or how she makes Nickelodeon avocado look like a supermodel. But Lincoln, being the king he is, he's ready to defend his queen. And in enters the simping. Let's go. Most criticism stems from her gaming streams, where she only plays Fortnite. Oh, of course it's gotta be Fortnite. Though she has never actually achieved a battle royale, and has always been the first 10 players to die in every match. Lincoln still believes she's a master of gaming. Lynn once said that Kitten is so dumb that she makes Lenny a genius. Enraged, Lincoln decked her across the face. Though despite getting his butt kicked seconds after, and then grounded for hitting his sister, Lincoln knew deep down that he'd done a great deed to his waifu. His sisters soon learned about his crush, and tried to talk him out of it, but Lincoln knew they were just jealous of him. To prove a point, he once told Laurie how Bobby's a brainless loser, which had her turn him into a human pretzel. And as if he didn't learn his lesson, Lincoln went to tell Luna that Nickelback sounds far more appealing than Sam could play, which ended up with Luna chasing him with her guitar, ready to strike him. So, what happens now is Lincoln's sisters set him up with all these different girls in hopes that he would get over this Kitten Meow Gamer person on Twitch. But as you can guess, that does not really work out well. But they even called in Ronnie Ann as well from Great Lake City to try and get him out of it, but that was an absolute fail as well. But here's the moment you've all been waiting for. This is my favourite part in the entire story. Finally giving up on him, the sisters saw Lincoln as a lost cause. And, can you guess it? Can you guess it? Can you really guess it? Alright, here we go. And Lynn called Lincoln a hopeless simp. Let's go. Lincoln's finally getting his just desserts. But, of course, as you can guess, that doesn't really stop him now, does it? And finally, here comes the fun part. So Lincoln continued his quest to be noticed, and the way to do that was money. If you didn't know, you can donate money to streamers for their own needs or buy merchandise based off them. Lincoln worked tirelessly around town to make enough dough to donate and buy useless junk such as pink cat ears that Kitty wore, which got him bullied a lot in school. So you already know where this is going. He's going to try and get enough money for this Kitten Meow Gamer person to call out his name on stream, because obviously in real life, that's what they all want for their favorite gamer girl to call out their name on stream. And here we go. One day, Lincoln got an idea that was so risky it might just work. Lincoln knew that his money alone wouldn't be enough, so he needed help from his family. Unfortunately, they wouldn't be so willing to help, so Lincoln knew he had to resort to stealing. Every time he was alone, Lincoln would sneak into each of his sister's rooms and search every nook and cranny for cash. He knew he was close if he was met with a booby trap that was set up by the sisters in case if anyone went snooping. It was painful, but Lincoln has managed to find over 900 combined so far. But he needed one last thing: his dad's credit card. Getting it was easy enough since Lynn Sr. always leaves his wallet on his dresser when at home, so Lincoln was able to grab it without being seen. Now at the computer, Lincoln is making the final steps of sending Kitty the money as she dies only a few seconds into the match. Oh boy, she's not worth it, Lincoln. She's really not worth it. Okay, get ready for my best high-pitched voice, because this is how this gamer girl's supposed to sound like. Oopsie, I got killed by a bot! Oh. Lincoln looked lovingly at the screen. Don't worry, Queen. With us together, you'll win every match there ever was. That was my best dreamy voice, if you couldn't tell. With that, he sent the money. A few seconds later, the stream showed that Lincoln L. has made a very generous donation, with his name and the amount. Lincoln watched in anticipation for Kitty to say his name. She looked at the numbers and smiled. Oh, that's a lot of money. Sorry. That's a lot of money, she said before going back to the game. A large frown appeared on Lincoln's face when he realized she didn't say his name. What? No, say my name, please, Lincoln yelled. He continuously begged for Kitty to say it despite her not hearing him. Eventually, he bowed his head in defeat and cried. Suddenly, a booming voice was heard from his parents' room. Who used my credit card? Lincoln Sr. yelled. Lincoln began to cry, not because he knew he was in some serious trouble, but because of his broken heart. Though he soon started to cry from the pain when his sisters realized he stole all of their money and attacked him moments later. Okay, so that's where I'm gonna cut it off. The rest of the story goes into Lincoln's punishment for stealing the money, so if you want to go ahead and read that for yourself, I will leave a link in the description for it. And yep, hope you enjoyed this video. This was really fun to make. And yep, that's all I gotta say. I'll see y'all later. Bye bye.